YouTube, welcome back. Dub Digital Crypto News, Macro Trends. Give me a subscribe if you appreciate that content. I'm trying to bring you the hottest crypto content on the internet. By popular demand, we're gonna go over Tezos today, that XTZ. You know what? It's been a while since we did an update, and I love my Tezzies. Tezzy gang, Tezzy click, assemble. And just like every single other altcoin, Tezos has been going through some things, but not to fear, y'all. Dub Digital is here, and we're gonna look at that price chart. We're gonna go over some of the fundamentals, some of the most recent news that hit the scene, so we could better understand where this asset might be headed. But you know what? I talked long enough. Let's pull up that chart. Alright y'all, we're sitting out here on the XTZ BTC pair because you know me. You know I'm all about stacking those Satoshis, baby. So we zoomed out on the weekly because I like to look at the long-term view if it's cool. It helps give us an executive understanding of what the asset has gone through over its lifetime. So more of the story, guys, Tezos has been around on major exchanges, or at least on Coinbase, for a little over a year. 462 days to be exact. And since that time, Tezos has gone through a lot of drama. A big up, a big down. Right before it got listed on exchange, it was going through a crazy legal battle between its founders. All this filth, filth, but hey, that's all water under the bridge. We just want to know what has happened to Tezos while it's been on Coinbase, while it's been on big exchanges in BTC price. Starting late October 2019, Tezos shot up pretty big, pretty high, flew with the Eagles, shot up to the moon, approximately 370%. Not a bad day for a day's work. And within that time, Tezos did a lot of gyrations. For approximately 280 days, Tezos was sitting at an elevated level above this point that I identified, the 21,969 Satoshi level. But around mid to late August of 2020, Tezos took a dive with the rest of the altcoin market, jumped off the ledge. I told it don't do it. It wouldn't listen. Fell all the way down. And at its lowest point, the Tezos price collapsed 66%. Dub Digital, 66%? That's wild. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I was there. The lowest point that Tezos breached on its descent was 11,972 Satoshi level. That's a big drop. That's not a little bitty baby drop. That's a big baby drop. I don't know where I'm going with that. Let's move on. But all right. We're done with the weekly, guys. I'm zoomed up in the daily because I know y'all like that daily. So guys, I like to use a daily time frame to get a more granular view of the price action from day to day. The last time frame was week to week. It helps you analyze over longer stretches of time, like months and years. When you're trying to get a better understanding of what the price might do at a more micro level, the daily seems to be my sweet spot, what I like to work with. I might drop down the 4 hour. I might not. Depends how I feel. Depends how much coffee I have. Oh yeah, today's a 1 day time frame kind of day. So let's check this out. If you notice something, guys, I had some previous lines drawn from our last video here. Essentially what I had identified previously was a rising wedge. And in fact, Tezos price action was respecting the bottom trend line of that wedge up until about 208 days, aka September of 2020. That's when Tezos wet the bed. That's when Tezos went haywire, made me lose my lunch, get all scared, stock my cupboards up with peanut butter, made me think I was gonna have to sleep on the couch and drink vodka for dinner. We don't like that. Then Tezos proceeded to dump 54% from breaking that bottom trend line. Dub Digital, why the heck do you keep telling me about this drop? I don't care about this drop. I just want to know how it's gonna pop. Well, I understand that, guys. You gotta have some patience. We're gonna go over that. We are gonna go over where I think this price is gonna go. We need to be students of history so we could better see into the future and not repeat the same mistakes twice. So obviously this triangle didn't work out. It wasn't popping. So what do, guys? As sophisticated investors who leave our egos at the door, we analyze, adjust. In layman terms, this triangle is trash. We lose it. Let's get rid of this sucker. We cleanse the canvas of the artwork so we could paint anew. And if you watch my last video, guys, which I strongly suggest that you do, I had identified essentially 3 areas of which I was interested in picking XTZ up. The first, light green area, means, yeah, not a bad place to buy, but you probably might be able to get a better deal. That top of the area started at 22,000 Satoshis approximately. The next little darker green area was essentially, say, now we're talking, this is better. I feel a little more comfortable buying here than the area above. And that was starting at the 19,631 Satoshi level. And at the very bottom, guys, making it look like a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich, we got the very dark green area. I see you're impressed with my official trading terms. This dark green area essentially said, whoa there, I like that. I need that, not financial advice. That area started at 14,000. What was that, 857 Satoshis? I don't got my glasses, but it's around there. So let this be a learning experience to you guys who are new to investing, new to trading cryptocurrencies. Yeah, they go up fast and hard, but every single move isn't completed within a day. In terms of Tezos, for this recent price action, man, this took about 277 days to fully correct. And that is why I like to be patient in crypto, because my experiences showed me that sometimes the best thing to do in the market, guys, is nothing. Digital, nothing? What the heck you talking about, bro? You sound like a noob, bro. Oh, really? Well, tell you what, if you practice a little patience, if if you have the discipline to resist FOMOing into a hyperbolic move, then essentially you could buy 70% more Tezos with the same money right here in November 2020 than you could in August of 2020. That's 3 months, guys. That's one fiscal quarter. If you could resist the temptation and waiting for bad news, you could have essentially became an investment alchemist. You could have turned that bad news of a drop into an amazing discount, an amazing deal. And that, my friend, is why you follow my channel. It's really not that complicated. All you gotta do is keep some dry powder on the side, waiting to deploy when one of your favorite altcoins falls to the ground. When it's bleeding, take that powder, deploy it into the depressed asset. And now your chances of making profit has never been higher. And it's probably higher than most of the people invested in the asset. This is the Dub Digital channel. We like to buy low and sell high. Can I get an amen? Oh, sorry. I thought I was in church. Yeah. Whatever, Dub Digital. We know, we got it. Thanks. Instead of telling me, yeah, the price fell down, can you like share some insight as to why it fell down? That I can do. Let's check this out. We got the BTC USD. And in a macroeconomic standpoint, this chart basically translates to you how strong Bitcoin is against the dollar. Is it gaining purchasing power against the dollar or losing it? Recently, guys, Bitcoin's been kicking the USD's booty. Bitcoin's been beating up the US dollar in front of its girl. That's messed up. Why you gotta do that, Bitcoin? Why you gotta do the USD like that? But I digress. Let's get back to it. So let's note some areas here, guys. You want to know what really prompted the Tezos crash? Let me identify one area on the chart right here that's going to explain everything as to why Tezos made a gigantic crash starting August of 2020. Starting August 17th of 2020, Bitcoin fell down about 8% in a single day. August was a very hard time for Bitcoin because it was going through a series of pumps and mini dumps. Beginning in August, Bitcoin dropped 11%. Then it did another inflation then deflation of about 10%. And then the big one came towards the end of the month, start of September. Bitcoin fell down about 15%. What do we know about the dynamic between Bitcoin and altcoins, guys? And Tezos, like it or not, is an altcoin. When Bitcoin goes up, initially altcoins go down. When Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down. When Bitcoin goes sideways and altcoins are popping off, making explosive gains. But there's a time and a place to be weighted in certain assets. But Dub Digital, who cares, man? You should care. Because if you can understand how Bitcoin's moving, you could have an inkling as to what altcoins might be doing. But hey, ain't no use crying over spilled milk, y'all. And all that turbulence experienced in August through early September for Bitcoin, this is what equated in terms of Tezos over that same time period. Bitcoin went down approximately 15%, whatever. Tezos went down about 70%. Whoa, huh? That's a bigger drop, huh? This really highlights, guys, that Bitcoin in terms of cryptocurrency is the asset of perceived safety, is the safe haven, is the digital gold. And it has a place in every portfolio to make it well-rounded and more resilient. Altcoins like XTZ, like Tezos, simply amplifies the movements of Bitcoin because it has thinner liquidity than Bitcoin. Increases of market cap exploded higher. Also though, when money is sucked out of that market cap, the drops are also magnified. And in this case, it was like 8 times steeper than what Bitcoin experienced. Therefore, it pays for you to understand and construct your portfolio in a way that makes sense in terms of altcoin Bitcoin ratio. Y'all can check my video on that. We ain't gonna get into it here. Okay, Dub Digital, but who gives a damn? Before we get into plotting this fractal that I think I've identified, I like to go over some fundamental analysis. Some of the news clippings that have been coming out of XTZ. It lets you know what the rest of the world, other countries are thinking of Tezos and what they're doing in terms of implementing Tezos. Sleepy Swiss Town launches Tezos back CVA program. Well, I don't know why they call them Sleepy, but whatever. The town of Wetzikon, whatever, will be using blockchain tech for targeted local business aid. On Friday, the Swiss town, formerly known for its idyllic pastures and churches, launched a blockchain-based program to support small and medium-sized local businesses affected by the CV pandemic. Valued at 25,000 Swiss francs, aka $280,000, the initial aid disbursement will be funded with a municipal credit line earmarked for the CV and will be distributed to roughly 25,000 inhabitants of blank. Why do they keep saying that? I can't say it, guys. Dang. In the form of an e-coupon worth 10 Swiss francs. Residents can access the disbursement through a smartphone app. That's pretty wild. A small Swiss town is looking around and saying, yeah, this whole thing with getting funds to people when they need it through a traditional route, it ain't working. It's not popping. So they're turning to the Tezos blockchain to distribute their funds. I ain't gotta say anything else. But let me just highlight this one item if you haven't picked up on it already. There's thousands of blockchains. Why are they picking Tezos? Maybe because it offers some kind of utility. Residents will be able to convert their coupons into Wetzy coins that they can later use to make purchases at local companies. Local business owners can then convert the currency back into Swiss francs from their town administration. Oh my goodness. You guys don't understand the significance of this. This is wild. Essentially what they're doing is they're circumventing the banking system with the Tezos blockchain. And they're using blockchain as a mechanism to transfer value. And once the value is received from customer to local company, I mean, anyone on this channel would say, why don't they just use Tezos to buy things? I think that's coming in due time, guys. Next up, French municipality accepting blockchain voting for road projects, which will be 100% secure, said Avotes Votes CEO Florian Roux. I can't even say that, guys. Yeah. No, I can't do that. Sorry, Florian. And before I jump into this one, guys, I think that voting was like one of the premier use cases for blockchain due to its immutability, due to its transparency, due to its ability to be audited. I thought they were going to use this technology for the American election, so we wouldn't have all these problems afterwards. But this is why America can't have nice things, guys. The French commune of that is using blockchain technology to vote in a consultation over a 50-year-old road project between 3 towns. The blockchain voting app reportedly verifies residents' identities, provides certificates stored on the Tezos blockchain as proof votes were cast through smart contracts, and allows real-time tracking as votes come in. Why couldn't America do this? Well, we ain't gonna talk about it. Let's get back to the article. Decentralized and secure voting evidence on the blockchain resulting from French researchers at Tezos will make it possible to guarantee the sincerity. The vote will thus be 100% secure, and each voter will be able to check their vote has been taken into account during the digital count. It speaks for itself. Tezos seems to be the blockchain being selected by a bunch of these European countries, and they're using it in very practical ways. That helps us understand and get confidence that Tezos isn't just going to sit on the couch. But essentially what I like to do, guys, is try to find areas of the chart that's playing out that's happened in the past. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. However, it helps to serve as a roadmap that we can monitor and see if the same patterns are playing out. But I've been talking long enough. Ta-da! Let me zoom out so you can see the whole thing. Dub Digital, you think it's going to go that high? You think Tezos is going to go this high, Dub Digital? All of this comes into a nexus point, guys, where fundamentals meet price, meet height, and when they all come together, we get big price explosions up. Yeah, Tezos could drop down another 20%, but dang, this thing just dropped down 70%. What's another 20%? That's not financial advice. Over the next 110 days or so, which brings us into early 2021, I'm thinking Tezos could do another huge move, 300 plus move. We'll know by monitoring it over time. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be on the internet. Shameless plug. That's why you follow my channel. Come on over to the Wolfpack. We'd love to have you. Alright guys, wanted to bring you a Tezos update from my XTZ homies because it's been a while, and I definitely like to stay on top of this one. Connected to the Chinese blockchain system, actually being used inside of Europe to participate in emergency fund distribution, to get emergency funds out and distributed to people, and to maintain verifiably accurate and honest voting systems. We got homies out in South Korea making master degree programs circling around the Tezos blockchain at Michelson. But y'all do what y'all gotta do. Y'all are adults. If you appreciate the content, give me a like, comment, subscribe. Dub Digital, crypto news, macro trends. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.